Hello and welcome back to another live commentary on Infinite Warfare. Today I kind of decided I might as well do an Infinite Warfare live commentary because I hadn't done one in a good while, actually a couple of months I think. So I kind of just thought, why not? I also kind of thought I might use Exo on Horizon, but let's use the Volk to begin with. Ease us into things. This is my first match today, and I'm not sure how the enemies are, so we shall assess the situation as we play. But I'm kind of stockpiling videos at the moment because I'm going away on holiday in a week. So by the time this goes up, it'll be like half a week, Thursday. So I'm trying to stockpile videos. I'm hoping to try to get a nuke, or at least I'm hoping to get a nuke, but it's been a while since I've got a De-at, so we shall see. Okay, don't know why my entire team's there, but they are. Try to go around the back. I think they're in that room. Oh well, at the amount of times I get erased, like, it's so easy. Although when I use an eraser, it's not easy for me. So stupid. That's actually one thing I really don't like about Infinite Warfare, just specialist weapons. That never really bothered me during the life cycle. They bother me now. And then for some reason on Precinct and TDM, all the enemies always are over there. And I really don't know why. They're either all there or all there. They're never like here. Just really weird, like no matter what match you get into. It's nice. A counter UAV. Idiot. Oh, like, why? You're using a shotgun. You phase shift against me. If he won that, that would have been fair play. He didn't. Well. The problem is, like, I don't play Infinite Warfare nearly as much as I used to. And I'm not trying to, like, say, oh, you know, I haven't been on enough, I'm not, you know, making excuses or whatever, but genuinely, like, or genuinely, why did I say that? Genuinely, like, I'm not as good at the game as I used to. Not to mention, like, a lot of lobbies now are basically just noob lobbies because people don't really play the game anymore. So everyone is playing the game are pretty much either like new players or people who didn't play a ton during the life cycle. And it ends up being that, like, they're so newbie sometimes that you can't predict what they're doing. You know, it sounds stupid, but if you've played Infinite Warfare recently, you'll kind of know what I mean. Or if you came back after all, I'm sure, like, if you play enough, you'll get back into the swing of things, but, you know, you kind of adapt to how these new players play, but at the moment, to me, it kind of feels as though they are too newbie, I guess is what I mean. I do want to, like, start playing Infinite Warfare a wee bit more. It is summer, so I'm kind of thinking I may as well play a bit more. But not a bad game. Joined a wee bit late at the start, and ended up getting a 3.33 KD, so pretty nice. But we're gonna play like 2 or 3 matches, I reckon, just to see how it goes. I do hope to get a de-atomizer. I'm not sure if I will, but we shall see. I really wanted the Volk Beta, which is the gun I was using there, and I just haven't got a de-at with it yet. And I should try to get one, but I just haven't been playing the game enough. So we'll see what the next map is. Genesis. This could be good. I'm also going to change mission team. Let's go JDF Wolverines, why not? I should be back whenever the match starts. So see you in a minute or two. Okay, so the match is starting. And I kind of just thought I may as well get this out of the way before the match starts, because I'll probably start talking about the match instead of actually talking about um, like a topic. So what I was going to say is I remember to put on a rocket launcher. In the actually on the recent video, I kept forgetting to put on a rocket launcher because people kept putting on like counter UVs and stuff. So I'm glad I remembered to do that. But there's a thing where the past like week or two, I've been getting messages from people to help them with like zombie strikes on Infinite Warfare, and it's really annoying. And I understand people are just, they want help or whatever, but people messaging me or people who just want to give in to them and I play it, like they know I've got Director's Cut and they want just to have the rewards of Director's Cut whilst doing these strikes. Obviously it makes it a ton easier. It was way easier for me and my friend to do these strikes the second go through with Director's Cut than it was the first go through, obviously because we had the experience, but also because, the experience of doing it the first time through, but also, of course, because of Director's Cut. And that's the whole point of Director's Cut. Director's Cut is meant to be something that you use on your second go through in order to unlock the Mistopheles boss fight, and also to help people who can't do these strikes do these strikes, and get them Director's Cut so as I can enjoy zombies a bit more, because Director's Cut makes it a lot funner in my opinion, if you just kind of want to go in and destroy zombies. So I was getting a couple of messages, and there was one guy where, he kind of semi-pestered me, but I kind of give in, was just like, you know what, I may as well help you. He wanted to David Hasselhoff from Zombies in Spaceland, so I was kind of just like, you know what, I may as well. Thank you for helping me there, teammate. But I kind of thought, you know what, I may as well help this guy, because he seems like a kid, and he just seems as though he wants Hasselhoff. So I kind of thought, you know what, I may as well help. So I did. After a week or two of him persuading me. So that happened. And then he kept messaging me like, he still messages me, so my account's offline now. But he kept messaging me like saying like, mate, I want to take boss battles now and stuff. And it's like, I don't really want to. So I give him like tips and stuff, and then some other guy messaged me and my friend who I did these strikes with, saying like, who's this guy here? Saying, can you help me with the Spaceland strike? And I went through his account, and he's got clips and achievements of doing Rave, Shaolin, and Attack, but not Beast and Spaceland, which kind of begs the question of why doesn't he do it with his friends, who he did the other ones with, unless they were just randomers as well. I didn't message him, but my friend messaged him. So essentially, there was a view in like one of my zombies videos whenever we got the messages. So I kind of thought potentially, why do you have the claw? So I kind of thought maybe someone who watched one of my videos and he was like, oh, this guy's got Director's Cut, that's saved to help me. So essentially, if you're one of those people, which I highly doubt, I think it's just someone who like has seen me with the Mistopheles calling card and IW when I've been playing, and kind of thinking like, oh, he's got Director's Cut, I can use him to my advantage. So if you are one of the people who see me or see one of the videos and you haven't Director's Cut, please feel free to ask for tips and stuff, and I may help in the occasional like Easter egg, but I'm not going to do like Mistopheles or something like that. And if you don't have a mic, don't even bother, because it's too much hassle. There's no chance. Essentially is what I'm saying. Didn't even realize you could lock on the care pack. So yeah, that's kind of the point I was trying to get across there. If you are someone who is doing these zombie Easter eggs, feel free to send me a message and ask for some tips or something. But I will consider helping you with Easter egg if you have a mic and you know what you're doing for Easter eggs. But if you kind of just asking because you want an easy way to get the Easter egg done, then don't bother, because I'm not going to help you. If you don't even have a clue of how to do the Easter egg, then I'm not going to help you. That's what I was trying to get across there. This game isn't going very well. It has gotten to the point too where I do have to get the De-ats in order to win a game. Where was that from? That's what I mean. Like, I have to get a De-ats in order to win a game. Team, you're a disgrace. So yeah, look at this, right? I understand team balancing and all that, but what is this? Like, seriously, how do my teammates die to that? They don't even shit back. Why can't I be against my team? I'm the only person on my team who prestiged. Why can't I be against my team? You know? Why can't I be against my team? I'm kind of just wanting an easy match so I can get a De-ats with the Horizon, because I really want to just go on a good streak with it. Because these guys aren't even that good. They all have like pretty bad KDs. So I kind of just want to get a De-ats. Anyway, be back with the next match. Right, we're back. So, I'm just going to use the Horizon again, to be honest. I really want to get a De-ats with it. Like, because I wanted this gun for so long and it's so cool. So I just really want to get a De-ats with it. But I don't think I'm going to be able to. I think I'm just going to have to keep trying though. So I might upload like 2 IW lives or something. At some stage, like within a fortnight of each other. Shouldn't be a bad idea. See, like what is that? Like honestly, why? People sniping in Frontier, since when was this a thing? Like, I mean, I did it in Frontline for my long shots. Like, what's he doing? Well, what is this? Why are they all camping? What is this? Honestly, why are people camping? This is when I need the Venom X for Doom Shield or something. I think a guy might be going stairs. Yep. I do actually need a scavenger pack. There's a teammate there. Oh, so I get insta-killed by an NB4. Look at this. What? Like, what? Like, what? Also, this is a thing which I've been noticing. With this gun, specifically, I run out of ammo. Like, incredibly quick. And I honestly don't know why. It's as though I'm not picking up scavenger packs when I kill people. But I can guarantee you I am. Like, I'm running over their dead bodies. So, like, the thing is, their team doesn't exist, and then suddenly whenever I'm not paying attention, boom, they're there. What happened to him? That's what I want to know. He just didn't see me. They're not seeing me. This is incredible. It's weird, but it's incredible. Surely we can't lose now that I've got a warden up. Well, we weren't nearly at 20 there, so that was fun. There was a more successful match. Obviously, you know, it helped that I went 5 and 5.5. It helped that I got a 5.5 KD with 33-6. But at the same time, I guess we can thank the 2 teammates who went positive. Aside from me. Like, we need to help that guy second from bottom because he's a fish. Apparently. If we are to believe his gamer tag. So, yes. Please give me. Oh, Skydog, please. Please, Skydog. I need you. I need you, Skydog. I need you to help me get a de-atomizer. I don't know why I really want the de-atomizer now. I think I have like 27, so I don't understand why I want more. But I think it is just because it's the Horizon, such an incredible weapon. So, that's really why. I guess we may as well have another topic of conversation. Well, we'll get on to that when I get into the match, so I'll see you in the next match. Well, this lobby died, tragically. So, we're gonna have to go into a different one. Hopefully we get into a better one. However, that was actually a pretty good lobby, so I don't think we're gonna get into a better one. I don't even know if there's gonna be matches. Infinite Warfare is kind of like 9 in its current state. It's a bit sad. I'm sure in PS4 still be got a decent enough population, but in Xbox it's kind of like on the lower end of the player base size. Or, you know what I mean? It doesn't have many players anymore. This is TDM and it's taken like ages to find a match. So yeah. I guess something I'll talk about now is Black Ops 3 is currently free. Oh dear. I mean, he's not Warfighter, he's not FTL, not Phantom, he's Synaptic. We're not playing against him. If need be, I'll go into free-for-all, I'll go into domination, but I'm not playing in a match with MP30, 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 who's using Synaptic. But a thing I was going to talk about was the fact that, well, Black Ops 3 is free on PlayStation now, for like a month or whatever, so if you don't have that, go get it. But it's only on PlayStation, and they added a thing into, ooh, this is a nice match. They added a thing into, well, it's almost like a 2KD, although, it's like, it's 2KD? Okay, it's a level 19, I'm not too scared now. But they added this thing in the Black Ops 3 where you can basically buy specialist costumes and outfits directly from the store with COD points. So you can spend like 300 COD points, which is like a couple quid, I think, to have a challenge unlocked for you to complete, which is something like complete 15 games or win 15 games, then you get the outfit, and then you can pay 600 COD. Then you can pay 600 COD points to get just to buy it straight up, and you don't have to do the challenge. So it's half price if you do the challenge, and it's full price if you don't do the challenge. So the upside to this is that you don't have to rely on the RNG of supply drops, but the downside to this is that there's no way to actually earn the outfits without buying them, you know, without spending actual money on them or opening a supply drop or something. So, in my opinion, they really should have made it so as you have a challenge to unlock the outfits, but I'd seen some people saying that it might be because they're testing how they're going to do the skin system for their Battle Royale mode, Blackout, because, which is a fair point, because I'm terrible at this game apparently. Why did we get Crusher of all maps? Like, honestly. But, as I was saying, some people, rightfully so, were saying, you know, they could be using Black Ops 3 as the kind of like, as the thing to run tests on. They may well be using this system as a test system to gauge people's kind of response to the whole system. I get sniped by you. So, people are making the complaint of, I mean, why do we have to pay for it? You know, this is a 60 quid game. Why do we still have to pay for this stuff? Even though, you know, we should be given a way to, like, earn it or something, which I think, yes, there should be a way to earn it. But people are saying we should get it for free, and I'm kind of thinking, like, you know, people are using Fortnite as an example, which I would have used that as an example as well, which was that you can buy skins. In Fortnite, there are no loot boxes or whatever, but you just buy skins for like 20 quid or whatever, which is totally fair enough considering the fact it's a free game, but I wouldn't spend that much money on a skin even if it is a free game. But the Battle Pass I think is fair enough, but that's besides the point. Essentially people are making the argument, and I would have made the same argument, of the fact that Fortnite, they're basically doing what Fortnite does, only the game costs 60 quid and Fortnite is free. So it doesn't really make sense for COD to do that. However, Black Ops 3 is actually a free-to-play game at the moment on PS4, and I know this has probably been implemented on Xbox and PC, but currently in PS4 it is a free-to-play game, and the majority of their players are on PS4. So them actually implementing this system makes sense, because currently the game is free-to-play, because it is a free game, so it kind of makes sense. So it makes sense they're doing it now, because then they can get everyone, like, they can get way more people to do it. Like, see, this situation as well, he will be hip fired the entire time. Yeah, of course he did. Yeah, as I was saying, this is probably the best time they could have implemented this, because if they implemented it before they had a free weekend, people would have complained. If they had have done it after the free weekend, then people would have complained. And having it during the free weekend, or not free weekend, free month, having it during the free month, people are kind of like, you know, the game is actually free at the moment, so it makes sense. Yeah, I totally would have made the same argument of like, well, the game costs 60 quid. I'm sure you can buy pre-owned or whatever, but you know what I mean. Personally, I think if they're going to add a skin system into Black Ops 4 for Blackout, which I imagine they will, they're probably going to have supply drops, however that's probably just going to be for multiplayer. I doubt they're going to put that in the Blackout, you never know. I think that they should probably have it so as there's a way to earn skins. Obviously Fortnite has the Battle Pass, which you pay like 10 quid for every couple months, and you get skins that you have to earn, which I think is pretty cool because it adds a progression system to the game and makes it have a longer life. Which, that makes sense. If you enjoy the game, you can buy the Battle Pass, you can get more out of the game. I like that. However, the game's free, and I don't really feel comfortable with COD deciding to implement a Battle Pass type thing in order, you know, because the game is 60 quid, so it doesn't really make sense. Season Pass, I think, is kind of fair enough, but at the same time, Battle Pass doesn't make sense in my opinion. So, were you in that corner that entire time? Wow, you're dumb. Not gonna lie, this is a waste of a match. Right, that match was very anticlimactic. Even though, like, 3KD and all that, it just wasn't fun. I just did not enjoy that match, so you're probably gonna get, like, a tiny bit of that. But another thing I kind of want to talk about is the Season Pass for World War 2, or not for World War 2, for Black Ops 4, because there's been a lot of discussion about this, and I did do a video on Reddit where I, like, read through a bunch of the Black Ops 4's the Black Ops 4 subreddits posts about the Season Pass and a lot, and I was reading through them with my friend Lewis, and we were kind of just laughing at a bunch of posts and stuff because it didn't make any sense whatsoever. Right, so your man DC Witness here has made an even more stupid point than anyone else we've talked about has, in which he says the expansion for Destiny 2 is 40 bones.
40 bones?
What kind of currency does this guy use?
Bones?
I'm assuming he means yeah.
The man goes digging up graveyards to buy DLCs. Flip me.
Yeah. I'm assuming he meant dollars or pounds or something, but
I'll give you 40 bones.
Personally, like, I think having a season pass for a game is perfectly valid. I think that's fine. However, I think the only reason people are starting to say that their season pass should be free is because, one, COD hasn't blatantly outright said we're getting free maps this year. A lot of people haven't played World War 2 who are buying Black Ops 4 and interested in that game. You know, a lot of people saying Black Ops 3 and just haven't really looked at Black Ops, or just haven't really looked at Black Ops, no, haven't really looked at World War 2, sorry. And some other people have just been seeing the fact that, like, these other multiplayer games have been getting free DLC or whatever. Like, you know, not Black Ops, Battlefield 5, I think it is, has a free season pass. So there's no season pass at all. And you also get, there's no loot boxes, supposedly. So basically, if you buy the game, you get all the content. You don't have to pay any other expenses, which is cool. And I totally support that sort of thing, because that, you know, benefits the consumer. But at the same time, I feel as though it's a different situation for COD, because I'm not sure how it works for Battlefield, but I imagine you probably get a map or two every DLC, and you might even have to pay for the weapons. But COD has had weapons and supply drops for like years now, since Advanced Warfare, and they've been making pretty big strides in improving that system. Exhibit A being Infinite Warfare here, and Exhibit B being World War 2, because that's even a pretty decent system. Because if you play the game like a decent amount, I thought he rewind there. If you play World War 2 a decent amount, you will be able to buy all the weapons. I have not played World War 2 a decent amount, so I cannot buy all the weapons. I only barely had enough to buy the blunderbuss. But if you do play the game a ton, you will have enough. Which I can see, you know, people. You know, personally, do I want to have to spend loads of money? Not loads of money. Do I want to have to grind the game a ton in order to get weapons? If I like the game, sure. I'm fine with that. But it's not like World War 2, I didn't really enjoy World War 2 for the first few months. I like it enough now, but the system back, you know, the system now to me, because I don't play the game a ton, doesn't seem right, and it seems pretty bad because I don't play the game enough. But it is good that you can buy the weapons right there, you know, straight up with army credits. You don't have to buy any supply drops in order to get them. You know, you don't have to spend money on them, and I think that's a really good thing. Okay, sorry, I was concentrating. So, I think I'm dead. Where did he even come from? Yeah, as I was saying. To me, because I don't play World War 2 a ton, the system doesn't really benefit me because I don't play it yet again, so I have only a limited number of army credits. Therefore, it takes a lot of playtime in order to get all the army credits, in order to get the weapons just purchased straight up. I think they should have done a thing where the season pass owners do get the base variant for free, like they did in Infinite Warfare. But I think the current system over 2 also works. I think Infinite Warfare is the best system because you can just do challenges to get them. You don't really have to grind the game, to be honest. But, you know, it's good for casual players, but for World War II, I'd say, will be the second best, and then World War II or Infinite Warfare would be the best. I think a combination of Modern Warfare Mastered System and Infinite Warfare system would be the best. Having collections rather than buy anything in the game with salvage or whatever, and then being able to buy variants, whatever, if they've got that. I don't think they will in Black Ops 4. But I'm sure future COD games will have variants again. Probably like an Infinite Warfare, you know, probably like an Infinity Ward game or Sledgehammer game. I don't think Treyarch's ever going to go down that route. As I was saying, people have been saying, you know, Season Pass Black Ops 4 shouldn't be a thing. I understand where they're coming from because other games have moved away from the Season Pass model and a lot of people saying it's outdated. To be honest, for me, I think maybe the price should be lowered because there aren't as many multiplayer maps. I know you're getting skins for Blackout, but to be honest, like, people aren't going to be blind. People aren't going to be buying a Season Pass for Blackout. Some people only buy the Season Pass for multiplayer, some people only buy it for zombies. I think personally, as someone who's played zombies quite a bit in Infinite Warfare at least, and played a decent amount of Warfare in in Black Ops 3, the Season Pass I feel as though the 35 quid in British pounds, whatever, is well worth it just for the zombies maps. From the multiplayer standpoint, I don't really buy the Season Pass for the multiplayer maps. I do buy it more for the zombies. But if you do buy it for multiplayer maps, I feel as though, you know, 35 quid for 12 maps in Black Ops 4 is a bit of a rip-off because usually you get 16. And whilst the Blackout maps, or the Blackout characters may be like 20 quid if you go by Fortnite's sort of standards. I understand that. People who buy the Season Pass for multiplayer aren't gonna like that. Of course, if it's free, that's good because everyone gets access to the content and that sort of thing. And I'd love for it to be free because it saves me 35 quid. But I think that it's not disgraceful or something that it's not free because, yet again, they haven't changed their Season Pass model really at all in the entire life cycle of COD. They haven't done anything nefarious with it. I think it's just people kind of being like, oh, they've got supply drops and they've got Season Pass, it's disgraceful. And people want free stuff, ultimately. And Black Ops 4, I'm sure, will have loads of free stuff. Black Ops 3 has been getting loads of free stuff lately. World War 2 has probably got the most free stuff to date in terms of new maps and that sort of thing. I understand they did kind of the launch with 9 maps and they've only just really been kind of making up for that, but I'm sure that won't be reduced in Black Ops 4. But I think we'll end it there. Essentially, I didn't get a De-at, but I think we'll do another episode of this, hopefully where I do get a De-at. So, I'll just end this by saying, I came like 5th there, which is pretty mad. I don't know how I managed that. I think it's just because I was talking at the same time, but I still got a pretty good KD. So, basically, I'll end it by saying, I think Black Ops 4 Season Pass, I don't really have anything against it because it's a Season Pass. I buy the Season Pass for zombies primarily. I don't really buy it for the multiplayer maps anymore. The only time I ever bought it for the multiplayer maps was Advanced Warfare, and then after that it was all zombies. You know, Black Ops 3 IW, and I didn't buy World War 2s because I don't play the game enough. I bought Black Ops 3 and IWs for zombies. So personally, for me, it doesn't affect me because I'm going to buy the Season Pass anyway to get zombies. From the multiplayer standpoint, obviously 12 maps versus 16 maps, it should be a reduced price. Because you are getting less content. 4 skins in Blackout doesn't equate to 4 multiplayer maps, so that they need to sort out the pricing there. I understand other games are going the free route, and Black Ops 4 most likely have supply drops. I'm of the stance that Season Pass makes sense because people are making the content, and then you should probably buy the content. Of course, if it's free, I'll be happy because that saves me money. But I'm not going to sit here on a computer and be like, you know, I want this for free, blah, 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 blah. You know, at the end of the day, you have to kind of think of it like, you know, you're buying a subscription to the game in order to get content. You're buying the game, it's like you're buying a TV, right? You buy the TV box, and then you might buy like the Skybox or whatever, and then you have to pay for subscription to the channels. You have to pay for like a package in order to get the channels. Then when you stop paying for the package, you don't get the content anymore. It's kind of the same thing when you're buying a year subscription, and that subscription doesn't go away after the year. You keep it, and you keep the content. I look at it like that. Obviously, if it's free, it's better because everyone gets content, doesn't fragment the player base, saves me money. But then Activision loses money, and it goes down that route. You could make the argument of like, oh, but you know, they could add skins to Blackout, nobody gets so many Fortnite. They won't, because Fortnite is a free game, Black Ops 4 is not. So, yeah, personally, I think Season Pass should be maybe reduced in price. For me, it doesn't affect me because I'm bad for zombies. People who have multiplayer are getting shafted because they're losing 4 maps. However, there are 16 maps on launch from what I understand, and that's about it. And there are like 4 zombies maps as well. If you buy the Season Pass, you get an extra one at launch, so you get 4 instead of 3. Anyway, I imagine there'll be free updates throughout the year. I know this turned into me talking about Black Ops 4 and Black Ops 3 instead of IW, but at the same time, hey ho. So next episode I'm going to try to get a D-at. I will get a D-at. Even if it's like whilst I'm not recording, I'll just record a clip, but it's already the video. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please consider leaving a like, views, and subscribing, and I'll see you next one. Bye.